Welcome to Advocation X, episode number 256. Hello to all my beautiful thinking people out there. It is time for a newsworthy Comrades broadcast. Please hit that like button right away, which really helps us to move forward in the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe before we dive into the depths of our topic. The topics to tackle here and now: actions, excuses, condoning, own it right in the eyes, cowards. Once again, folks, I must say, we never give up and we never give in, but we keep an open mind. Why? Because knowledge is our power and we're not willing to give up that power. So we will continue to do our research and maintain that power. Please do the same. Let's dive deep right now. The actions we're speaking about are those of January 6, 2021. Those despicable actions we saw, which a protest is a protest. A storming is a storming. Insurrection is insurrection. And you cannot find any other label for what went on that day at the Capitol. The actions were deplorable. People lost their lives. Many people injured. An officer committed suicide as a result of going through that trauma. People were hiding, praying for their lives. This was no joke. No joke. Overwhelmingly, the people of the United States also agree it is no joke. They're looking for, the people overwhelmingly in the United States are looking for signs of accountability. People who need to be held accountable. This cannot go unnoticed. What we hear from many people who support this thing are tons of excuses. That, well, it's their First Amendment right. They're allowed to protest. They're allowed to this. They're allowed to that. So let me just get this straight. The same people who decry peaceful protests by Black Lives Matter and other organizations who may have a few rogue elements that do things that are outlandish, they are using that as a false equivalency to what happened at the Capitol? Well, good luck with that. As you all meet your fate and get arrested and face the courts, you might find out that it's a little different. Even though you are not of the skin tone of many of the people in the other protests, I believe you're going to meet your marks. Those in the Senate and the House who condone the behavior of January 6th, and for the record, I don't remember hearing any left-wing pundits or legal minds or leftists or any others like that ever claim that the actions of the looters and those who inflicted damage on buildings and other pieces of property were justified. I haven't heard anybody claiming that. And if there is one or two, hey, by all means, stick them in the comments. I'd like to hear what they said, and then I would refute what they say as well. If you condone those acts on January 6th, and you are a member of the political class and are there representing people's well-being, you need to be extricated from the bodies that make decisions of any kind. Because obviously, your logic is flawed. Now, we can all say, yeah, but you know what? If the Constitution guarantees your right to do certain things, then it should be guaranteed. Well, I think the Constitution was written with a little bit of leeway for common sense. If you remember correctly, slavery was legal. It was legal to own a human being and mistreat them whichever way you felt fit. Remember that? Do you remember it was also legal to stop a certain class or a certain group of people who didn't own property or who were of a different skin tone from voting. If you remember correctly, it was illegal for you to marry somebody from what you would call another race. Illegal. I'm sorry, but sometimes all laws need to be subject to common sense. And that means my beautiful thinking people. Those are the ones who should be answering these questions as to what is right or wrong in these circumstances. Not just a simple clause, because a simple clause, again, is subject to common sense. Common law is usually based on some common sense. So if you condone it, resign your post, leave the government body, because you are not representing the people. You are a menace to the people. You're a menace to society, in my opinion, of course. You know, disclaimer, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Those of you who are not of the political class, but you still condone that January 6th behavior, well, you own them now, including the political class. You all own those acts now. They are all a part of you. You are partly responsible for the death of police officers. Oh, wait, you're law and order people, aren't you? Isn't that true? You really believe in law and order, and you believe in Blue Lives Matter, and isn't that true? I really believe in Blue Lives Matter, but also Black Lives and Yellow Lives and Green Lives and Purple Lives and whatever color you want to pick. If they're alive, then I believe their lives matter. That's all there is to it. And if they aren't alive at this moment, I believe their lives did matter. All of them. So you guys own what happened there now. You own the deaths. You own the destruction. You own people defecating in the building, relieving themselves on floors and in hallways, etc. Those are your people. You own them. They're yours. Enjoy them. I wish we could create a huge island off the coast, just like, I gotta be careful here, that government in the east, far east, they created these big islands in the ocean. You guys can live there together and enjoy yourselves and defecate in each other's hallways, smear the walls, do whatever you like. But you guys own them now. Remember that. Don't ever forget it. Whenever you open your mouth to complain about anything, this is what's going to get shoved down your throat until you choke on it. You own them. You condone them. You voted that situation in. You loved it all the way along, all the controversy, all the abuses, all the language and garbage. Now you own this too. And let's go further. When that day does come, look us in the eyes, all of us who don't agree with what happened there. And you tell us how much you love those people and how much those people did the right thing. And then I'll tell you, I am very, very capable, as so many others with common sense are, to recreate the same circumstances. What if we brought all that to your doors? Would you still say we're justified and that it's okay? Would you still say, well, that's a First Amendment, Second Amendment right? You're allowed to come and storm the halls of our houses or our assembly rooms and reap havoc? Bring gallows and get ready to hang some of you? Or shoot you or trample you dead? Or beat you with a flag until you die? Or in a fire extinguisher? Or a billy club? Or whatever you'd like. If you can condone that coming from the other side, then I guess you're just insane. But you're fairly insane. You're insane and fair for both sides. But if you don't condone it, it's time you do something. It's time you honestly do something about it. You guys need to get with the other 60% of society in the US of A and vote with your pocketbooks. Vote with your voices. Have this trial vindicated. Make sure that all of those who were part of the garbage get brought to justice. So my last word is, or you could just be a coward. And you could hide in the shadows and say, oh no, I don't support that stuff, but you secretly do. You're a coward. Believe that. You are a coward. If you secretly support garbage like that, and you tell everybody else to their face that you don't, you're a coward. Plain and simple, you're a coward. If you cannot live by your own convictions and take responsibility for your decisions and your actions, you're a coward. That's just my opinion, blah, 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 disclaimer, all that good stuff. You know, it's only factually informed opinion, and therefore pretty accurate in many books. Don't be afraid to try one or the other in our playlist, or choose another topic in the advocation section of playlists. You'll be able to find a topic that suits your immediate needs. Remember, we rely on you for our future successes. Without you, our channel would not exist. I hope you are enjoying all of the content and will continue to run with us into the future. Please help YouTube's algorithm to further our cause by liking, subscribing, becoming a member, and crushing that bell so you'll see all future content. It is your content, since you know I do try to cover most of your suggestions and requests. And of course, as often as I can. I mean, I don't make that many videos to cover everything, but I do try. Keep those suggestions coming, please, because I love them all, each and every one of them. Leave your ideas for future topics you'd like covered in the comment section. I give a special thanks out to you all, beautiful, thinking people out there, and a shout out to our sponsors. And until next time, thank you very much for spending time with us here on our channels. Please stay safe, stay healthy, while doing your best to remain as happy as humanly possible.